is Jessie Kawada, and I am a lead product designer and creative innovation strategist here on Lab. I've worked at JPL for about 6 years already, working in Innovation Foundry, working with systems engineers on mission design, mechanical engineers on spacecraft design.
I'm Diane Connor. I'm a software system engineer at JPL. I've been at JPL for about 30 years. I have worked on Cassini, Galileo, Magellan, MSL, and currently on Europa. I'm also a group supervisor in the Software Systems Architect group in Section 397.
Using the design thinking techniques really help because it allows someone to facilitate their thought process, kind of going from point A to point B, from understanding what the real need is to prototyping and testing, but through a facilitated and lateral process.
The important part about trying something new is understanding very quickly if it's going to work. Fail and fail fast has always been something that I've focused on, but once you have success with a certain technique, that really gives you the confidence to continue using those methods in your work.
When I joined the A team or the architecture team, I was able to sit at that table and have a core role. And in that role, I was able to conduct technical studies myself and building tools and methodologies they can use and become human-centered designers. Through design thinking techniques and frameworks to understand what a user needs, what a user wants, not only understand why it's important at the end, but really connect the dots easier so that our whole formulation process is easier to understand.
Being able to implement those new methods and feel the success is what sort of gets you the momentum to continue. There were many challenges when we tried new approaches. Teams were afraid of the workload that it was going to cause, the extra time they were going to have to spend, and of course they were worried about being successful in the project.
The engineers and scientists in A team were really responsive to these tools because we embedded it within their own processes.
By gradually adopting new methods and showing the results of how that improved, whether it was a process or the product, was what motivated teams to continue.
The design thinking techniques within A team did provide a new way to problem solve. In our study or in our workshop, if we're trying to figure out why a science question connects to a science observable or an instrument or parameter, we need to know why it's important in the beginning.
I'm confident that design thinking will be used in all of my projects in the future.
Design thinking is applicable to all different types of projects, whether it be in HR or whether it be how a student or a kid connects with space. Design thinking is so applicable to many different facets.
Previously, I think a lot of our design thinking was from a process perspective instead of focusing on what people were trying to actually accomplish. I see that as being a very powerful way of verifying and making sure that you're actually implementing and validating that you're implementing the right thing.